Welcome to Mythbusters ADHD Edition. My name is Dr. Kathryn Garforth from Garforth Education.
Hi, my name is Selina Lee. I am the ADHD Whisperer.
We are working together to dispel some common ADHD myths.
People with ADHD are lazy, and that's not true. They actually lack dopamine, which is the chemical that helps create the motivation and gives you that ability to just take that first step in doing things. And so they have a decreased amount of this, and it makes it harder for them to do that task initiation and start it. There are also issues about knowing where to start and over planning that come into place as well.
Yeah, this whole dopamine, they did used to think it was the reward chemical, and they still do, but it's more the, like you said, activation. It's the task initiation. It's the trying to find the energy to do something, the motivation behind getting that reward. So lazy might be paralysis and overwhelm. It might not be, I mean, I don't like the term and we've got to stop using it, but it's, are they overwhelmed with the whole task? Have they taken in the whole picture, and are they not able to break it down into little tasks in order to get started? Do they think they have to do it all? And there is also a lot of, because they see the whole task, there is an aspect of ADHD where they don't want to fail, they don't want criticism, they get exposed to more criticism because of their symptoms. So they fear failure, or they fear not being good enough, or so that can really be at play as well. When you think, are they lazy? It might just be, it's such a struggle.
Well, and then the other thing to talk about is when ADHDers often have some tasks that they're able to hyper focus on, right? That they're in the zone and they become time blind, and they're able to just get so much done, and they're just very, very productive. And then an outsider will say, oh, well, if this were insert zone topic here, right, that area that they can hyper focus, you'd have no problem doing it. And yeah, that's true, but that doesn't mean that they can take those skills that they can use in that zone and apply them to another area.
Yeah, exactly. That hyper focus is a real benefit sometimes, but it can also be a deficit. You know, you forget to eat, you forget to listen to your body, so you run off because you're busting for the toilet. You are just hyper focused on that one thing. My children, when they're hyper focused, you can be yelling all you like. You have to actually touch them to make sure that they are in the same room with you, listening to you. So yeah, it really does have a part to play. And again, it's the understanding, isn't it? Because saying, well, they won't do this, but they'll do that. That's so they must be lazy is really not a good thing. And it's the understanding of how the brain works. Very interest based is ADHD.
Well, and one thing to bring up is even something so much as cleaning up a room can be so overwhelming, because depending on the ADHD area, there may be absolutely everything everywhere, because that organizational system is difficult for them to develop sometimes. And even knowing what the first thing to pick up is overwhelming.
Definitely, definitely. I totally agree. I find that some expectations on women about tidy house, tidy mind, our housework, and there are a lot of expectations on, we must be good at our jobs, we must be good at the home, we must be good with the kids, we must do a lot, and it can be overwhelming. And just doing the tasks, the little tasks, we don't see them as little. We can be paralyzed with what we need to do.